Hi friends, I have been there, you have been there, you have learned hundreds, no, thousands of English words, you know what metamorphosis means, and even can spell onomatopoeia without blinking. But when it's time to actually speak English, it's like your brain is just freezes. Why? Why it's so hard to turn all these words into actual sentences? Today we are going to break it all down, and I promise that by the end of this video you will understand what's really holding you back and most importantly what you can do about it. First, let's talk about why knowing words is not the same as speaking a language. Learning vocabulary is like collecting puzzle pieces, but if you don't know how to put them together, you will never see the full picture. It's not just about how many words you know, it's more about how those words connect to each other. What's the point if you know apple and red if you can't say I want a red apple? The problem is most people focus too much on words in isolation and not enough on phrases or context. It's like bake a cake by memorizing the names of the ingredients but never learning the recipe. Another big reason is fear. The fear of making mistakes, the fear of sounding silly, or let's be honest, the fear of someone laughing at your accent. Here's the thing, mistakes are part of learning. Think about how babies learn to speak. They don't care if their sentences sound weird. They just say whatever comes in their mind. The more you practice, the less you will care about being perfect. Perfection is the enemy of the progress. Some people study too much. I know it sounds weird, but hear me out. They focus so much on grammar rules, memorizing word lists, and taking endless online courses that they forget the actual goal, speaking. But here is the truth. You don't need to be a walking grammar book to have conversation. Do you think native speakers never make mistake? They do, all the time. Right, let's get to the good stuff. How do you fix this? How do you go from I know a lot of words to I can actually speak English? So let's get to the tips. Tip number 1. Focus on phrases, not words. Learn chunks of English that can actually help you in real life situations. For example, instead of memorizing the word coffee, learn can I have a coffee please? Practice it until it rolls off your tongue. Tip number 3 is to find a speaking partner. It can be a friend, a tutor, or even someone online. The key is to practice in real time with the human, with another human. And if you don't have someone to talk to, you can try apps like Tandem or HelloTalk. You will surprised how many people want to practice with you. Finally, let's talk about mindset. Stop thinking of yourself as someone who is learning English. Start thinking of yourself as someone who speaks English, even if it's not perfect yet. The way you see yourself changes everything. You don't need to know every word, you don't need to sound like a native speaker, you just need to try, because every time you try, you get a little better. You don't need to know every word, you don't need to sound like a native speaker, you just need to try, because every time you try, you get a little better. And remember, learning to language is not a sprint, it's a journey. And every step you take brings you closer to fluency. So, what is your next step? Let me know in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. See you next time and keep speaking English.